Guys, it's your girl Okwe and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I review Nollywood movies, series and reality TV shows. Hey guys, it's your girl Okwe and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I would be reviewing from now on just reality TV shows. I have decided to change the trajectory of this channel. Unfortunately, I would not be reviewing movies anymore, Nollywood movies. I would be reviewing reality shows moving forward this year. Because that is kind of where my interest is at the moment. I watch a lot of reality shows more now than Nollywood movies, Nigerian reality shows, African reality shows, all around worldwide reality shows like Ultimatum, Love is Blind, all the rest and everything. I watch everything. So I want to see how my channel would fit into that space, especially for Nigerians who are like me that also like these kind of reality shows, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much the summary or the gist of it all. I just want to add that because of this change that is happening in the channel, the name of the channel is eventually going to change as well. I haven't done that yet, but that change is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I have an amazing name, new brand and everything, so I can't wait to share that with you guys in the near future. But with that being said, let's get into the nitty gritty of what we have today. So today I'll be reviewing the Real Housewives of Lagos. Yes, I said Real Housewives of Lagos. Yes, the thumbnail is not clickbait. I found a way to finally review this freaking show.
I had to cross hills, jump on mountains and everything, go under rocks, go under bridges, go all over the world.
No, I'm just kidding. Now I'm exaggerating. Just to be able to give this review, just to be able to watch this show. Like the way they have restricted this show for just people in Africa is actually insane. But where there is a will, there is a way. I was able to find somehow to review this show. Don't ask me how. But what I'm basically trying to say is I've gone through a lot to get this review and to get this season to be able to view it and review it for you guys. So the least you guys could do is just support the channel. Like this video please, subscribe to the channel, comment down in the comment section, and do all these things even in the next videos to come regarding this show. I would really appreciate it. I'm going out of my way to be able to review this show for you guys, and I really hope you guys support me moving forward as well. And I also appreciate all the support so far. One more thing I would like to say is that we're on our road to 500 subscribers. Yes, the big 500. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. I know I've said this like 1 million times now, but I really from the bottom of my heart appreciate you guys for everything that you do for this channel, sharing, liking, subscribing, everything. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, can't wait for us to hit 500, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and all those milestones together.
And I would never forget you guys that started with me, because you guys are the real ones. So if we do grow together, y'all did it. That's all I'm gonna say.
But enough of that. Let's get into this review. The last thing I'm going to say is my review style, as these new changes are going to happen in the channel, my method of reviewing is also going to change. I haven't watched this episode. I'm literally about to watch the episode and review it while I watch it. This is a new dynamic for me. Typically, when I was reviewing Nollywood movies, I would watch the movies, take down my notes, and then talk about those notes on my video, like when I'm filming. But I feel like usually I'm not able to cover everything I want to talk about regarding. I found that I wasn't covering everything that I wanted to talk about in the movies, and I was just rushing sometimes. I wasn't giving like my genuine, authentic reaction, initial reaction, what's it called? Initial reactions in general when I was giving those reviews on the movie. So I feel like I wanted to do something different with the real reality show space, where it would be that I would be watching the videos, not playing it for you guys, playing it for myself, and then I would just be summarizing what is happening in the scenes, and then I would give my own take on what I feel regarding the situations that they are, or things that they're talking about in the episodes, if that makes sense. So I would be watching it on my laptop right now. I have my laptop open, and as I'm watching it, I will be talking about the show and I will be reviewing the show. And I feel like that would just help me be more authentic with my reviews, and also help me cover everything I need to cover regarding each episode. So with that being said, I know I've said this again multiple times. Forgive me, I'm a bit long-winded, but with all that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this review. Summary of it all: last season ended very hot. For the reunion, there were a lot of no shows. Half of the cast did not show up. I believe the only people that came last season were Faith, Miriam, and Laura to the reunion. King of Fashion, Toyin, was not able to come because I believe she had surgery and she was recovering. The bullies, the two bullies or the three bullies, um, Tanya, Chioma, and Iyabo,
See, I can't even remember their names. That's how irrelevant they are to me at this point.
they didn't show up. They were in no show. Didn't give an explanation why. Whatever. I just feel like they were cowards because at the end of the day, Miriam, that was in a hot seat for most of the season as well with them, still showed up and still um just basically showed up in general. I would rather respect someone that stands in their own truth and stands with what they've said rather than people that just like act like cowards. And it's like when you're supposed to come now to the reunion and clear things up and whatever, you decide to pull a no show. Like that just makes me lose some form of respect for you. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they could have handled it a little bit more professionally. So to be honest, I wasn't shocked when I saw in the trailers that they were not a part of this new season, because you not coming for the reunion is automatically you being fired or you what's the word, quitting the show, in my opinion. If for those of you that have watched other Real Housewife shows, you know usually when a housewife does not show up, it is either she's not going to appear in the next season because she was fired, or she's not going to appear in the next season because she cut it and all those type of things. So I don't really know what exactly was the reason why they were not casted for season 3, but I'm pretty sure it's one or the other in terms of those options. But for this season, we have CAROLYN coming back. CAROLYN was in season 1 for those who watched the show from the very beginning. That was my chick. Like, she's always been that girl. She was my favorite in season 1, and I was so sad when I heard that she wasn't part of season 2. So I'm very happy that now that the bullies are gone, she is back and she's reclaiming her throne basically. Miriam is coming back as well. What's her name? Lauraikeji is also back. And then every other person that is in here is new now. So I think they brought 2 new girls, 2 or 3. I think there are 3. So I know for sure that Sophia Momodu, who is the baby mama of Davido, that's who she is, right? Sorry. I also need to be more current with the industry, since clearly I'm going to be reviewing more of reality show stuff, especially Nigerian realities. Okay, reality shows. Yes, so Sophia Momodu is Davido's baby mama, very popular lady and everything. I don't really know her per se. I don't follow her on Instagram, but I guess I would get a chance to know her through this show now. And if I like her vibe and everything, maybe potentially know her as a celebrity on Instagram or something, like follow her or whatever. Um, the other housewives that are new, I don't remember their names, but they seem pretty okay. It seems like they're also well-known people in the industry as well, in the socialites set circles or whatever in Lagos or in Nigeria. They seem to also be well-known people. But yeah, that's pretty much so far what I know regarding the show. So I guess let's get into the actual show itself. I'm gonna start watching it now and I'm gonna start giving my take. So hopefully you guys like this style of commentary. Comment down below at the end of the video if you do enjoy this style and if you would like me to continue reviewing my shows like this. But enough chatting about intros. Let's get into this review. So they are basically recapping how the beef between Laura and what's her name, CAROLYN, started in the preview. If we remember from season 1, I believe it all started from Caroline bringing up a situation that happened with Laura's sister, who is Linda Ikeji, a very well known Nigerian blogger or whatever, talking about, I think, her child or when she was pregnant, something around that whole, vibe. And Caroline was trying to address it with Laura, like, your sister, I understand that she's a blogger and everything, but these things that she posts or whatever could ruin lives and this and that. Like, I think she even went further to say that she even like begged Linda to like take it down and all those type of things for her family's sake and everything. And she just didn't like how Laura's sister handled the whole situation. And I think that was what really started the demise of Caroline and Laura's friendship. Laura did, of course, did not like the way Caroline was speaking about her sister. Caroline then gets enraged, and this whole thing is blown out of proportion, basically. And now we have a beef on our hands that we are taking into season 3. Oh, I actually like Caroline's intro. The world is my runway, and I keep my head high and my middle finger high. Okay, girl. Okay. They're introduced to one of the other castmates. So we have Dabota, that's one of the new ladies in the show. We also have Dadem. I've never heard about these two, so I'm looking forward to get to know them. I know there is a lot of controversy with Miriam being on the show. Some people feel like does too much. Some people feel like she puts on a show, puts on an act or whatever. But regardless of whatever you want to label Miriam, I personally feel like she is a force multiplier for this show. She definitely plays a good role of getting the drama started, which is obviously what we're tuning in for. Yes, we may not necessarily like the way she goes around it sometimes, but we have to give her her flowers when we say she definitely gets the ball going and gets people talking and having conversations and like, you know, stirring things in order to give us like good give us a good episode, if that makes sense. Yes, Miriam is messy, but we can at least say that at least she's entertaining, and whatever is entertaining is what sells, basically. So I feel like, in as much as we love or hate Miriam, she is very important and very much needed in the show. Like, we're getting introduced to someone. Is this Caroline? I think that's Caroline. Okay, girl. Yes, that's definitely Caroline. Just from the teeth. By their teeth, you shall know them. Okay. Okay. It feels good to have her back. So Laura is meeting up with Miriam to discuss. We don't know what they're discussing yet, so let's see. Probably something about Caroline. Laura actually looks really, really good in this suit and bra top, I guess. The chain looks really good as well. Goes well with the fit. Miriam also looks amazing. Honestly, the girls are looking good so far. I'm pleased. Okay, confessional. Oh, I love Miriam's confessional look in this black. She looks amazing, and the sleek high bun and everything looks really, really good. What? This is what people are saying with Miriam. Like, who says that? Nobody says that. Nobody. I've never heard of that. So typical Miriam, I guess. Where is Tony? Like, actually, I'm actually shocked. I don't know if I mentioned that Tony did not return for season 3. Like, why? Like, Tony was amazing.
Except for the parts where she goes crazy and everything and tries to physically attack people. That is a no.
We don't do that. We do not condone that, and all that. But aside from that, there was no real reason why Tony, in my opinion, would not have come back. Yes, I know she didn't show up for the reunion because she was healing, but she didn't really end things on a bad note with everyone. If anything, she had beef with Miriam. But other than that, nothing. I know that she was healing the last time we saw her on our screens, which was virtually during the reunion, but I don't know if she released any statements regarding why she didn't come back, but I'm actually shocked. And I'm also shocked that Faith didn't come back too. Like, did Faith just decide that the drama was just too much for her? I really thought she did really well, and I feel like we're starting to see her come out of her shell more towards the end of the season. And I was looking forward to seeing Faith also this new season. So I'm really shocked that these two individuals didn't come back or were not brought back for season 3. Interesting.
There's some conversation I do not want to have, and that name is one of it.
So clearly, Toyin and Miriam never resolved anything from her statement there. I kind of agree with Miriam on this one because, and I love Toyin, like, don't get me wrong, I love Toyin, I love Miriam and everything, but I can also see where it's like, once somebody tries, not even try, when somebody physically attacks you, there's really no coming back from that one. And even if you do, it's like, it's probably going to take some time. So her reasons for still being upset, I get, it's valid. Is Laura selling hair? I know that she sells makeup products and everything, but I didn't know that she was also in the hair industry. That's amazing. Like, I love a lady that is multi versed in like a lot of things. Like, you go, girl. I love Laura's confessional look also, but I feel like the branches or antlers or whatever is giving deer, like it's giving antlers of a deer basically. And I don't know, it's kind of weird, and the diamonds or whatever hanging from it is just weird. But other than that, if they could take off that piece of the dress, it's a really nice white dress. So it seems like Miriam is the one that introduces 2 out of the 3 new girls. Okay, that's interesting because I was gonna ask like how do they bring them into the group. So I guess Miriam brings 2 of the girls, and that's how they're introduced into the group. I wonder which 2. So we'll get to know now. So we are officially getting introduced to Diadem. Seems like she is also in the beauty industry, and she seems to have her own beauty store as well.
I own my house, I own my business, I'm doing fine, I'm okay. I mean, I'm comfortable. What else do I need?
Love that. We love a boss queen. Yeah, like I said, so she does own a beauty shop called Beauty by AD.
Just do your thing. Once she's done, you just catch up.
I love that they're showing her in her element, like in her workspace and all that. Yes, we get to see that with the other. We've gotten to see that with the other ladies in the past seasons, but I don't think we've actually seen someone actually doing their work in this show and everything. So I love that they're showing this in this season, and I love that the new girl is getting her shine and everything. So okay, boss girl. What
I
video?
don't do it anymore. It wasn't fun, I beg. I
What
don't
video
like
is that?
it. Was
Can
I
someone can someone comment the video that Diadem was a video vixen in? Like I don't recognize her. I know this that what's her name what's her name Tanya from season 2 was also a video vixen initially. So if you know what video, what music video, whatever that Diadem was in, please comment it down in the comment section. Thank you.
see some kind of negative stories about me online, and I feel like this is wrong. It's not true.
Oh wow, it seems like she's been in the blogs, but I don't think I've ever come across her name before.
What did I ever do to you all?
Interesting. Have I been living under a rock? How come I've never heard of this chick? Interesting, and she's been trending. Like they showed us like a couple of blog photos of her, like different things alleged about her. And, like I don't think I've never heard of these things, so I guess I need to be more current. Oh, her daughter is cute.
She's an amazing baby girl.
Oh,
And she's been my inspiration, she's my driving force.
that's cute.
I'm not married. I was engaged to be married, but it didn't work out.
I wonder who she was engaged to, though. Let me see if I can get that. Who was Diadem? Engaged. see anything. So if anyone knows who she was engaged to previously, please comment it down as well. But yeah, I tried.
I'm very excited about.
So is she inviting CAROLYN? Oh, so she sells micro twist hair. Is that what she? I think I just heard her say that. I guess as a new extension of her beauty brand. Comment down in the comment section if you know what that's about. But that's really cool. Like, that makes sense. And I love that the girlies are, in the beauty industry. Like, we have a lot of beauty industry ladies in this cast, which is really nice. And I feel like it's not an industry that is very much, what's the word? Giving its flowers, especially in Nigeria. So I love that we are seeing a lot of ladies in that industry, doing it, making it successful, independent, and all those type of things. I love that they are portraying that in this show.
People are charging us 50 million naira for 6 months.
15 or 50? 15 million or 50 million? I don't know. These days it's hard to do exchange rate conversions. Someone should comment down below if that is like the average pricing for like influencers in Nigeria, like for influencing work. Like, damn, y'all are cashing out in Lagos. 50 million naira is actually insane.
I had two girls, so I started my friends. I can't wait for them to be 16.
Oh,
I love you.
you can just tell that Laura is a girl mom. So I'm really happy that she has daughters and everything because, yeah, she can go crazy with them, literally. So we are being introduced to the second new lady, Dabota. So the first one was Diadem, and now the second one is Dabota. Is this her house?
My name is Dabota Lawson,
Okay.
and I am the queen of queens.
Ah, okay. Usually when someone comes in hot like that, you already know that they're going to be the drama. The Queen of Queens is insane. Since we've just known you for like 5 seconds. Calm down. I'm just kidding. I like her confessional look also, but I don't know if I'm feeling her hair. I just feel like it looks weirdly placed or weirdly set. I don't know. Yeah, something is going on over there. But everything, neck down, nice. Oh, so she's a pageant girly. So we have another beauty lady, pageant girly, former pageant girly. That's nice.
I'm a beauty expert, founder of Dabota Cosmetics.
So we have Laura Beauty, we have Beauty by AD, and then we have Dabota Cosmetics. Hope there will not be any rivalry in beauty brands or beauty empires in this season because we've seen like three different different cosmetic lines, three different beauty what's it called, moguls. Is this what the storyline is going to be for season 3, like them competing with each other? I just already see like drama cooking up in that aspect of things. This is actually interesting. I love it.
Travel to
We get it. She has a lot of cars. Like the too much cars showing. Okay, like we get it. You have money. We know. You don't need to show us all the car brands and car labels or whatever that you have in your garage. Like, I don't know.
places. I love experience.
Oh my god, another cars shot. Like, come on. We get it. She has cars.
I am the typical.
Oh my god, another car shot. This chick has to own a car dealership because at this point I don't understand the amount of, like, I've seen like 7 different car shots now. Can we see something else? We've seen more cars than we've seen Dabota. Literally. We get it. She has a lot of cars. Moving on. One thing I would say is you can definitely tell like the ladies love their children. They're amazing moms from the look of things, and yeah, I really like that they're portraying them in that light.
I'm very much single, and I'm in.
So Miriam and Laura are the only married ones. Every other lady so far is single, and I know they haven't introduced Sophia yet, but I know that she's clearly not married also. So that's interesting. When would we ever have like a whole cast like married and everything. Because at the end of the day, the premise of this show is real housewives, you know. But I know that over the years, even with the franchises outside of Africa, majority of the ladies are not married. Majority of them have never even been married and everything. So it's just interesting. Like, I know that it's not necessarily a criteria to qualify for these shows, but at the end of the day, you guys are kind of putting wives in the mix of things. So why can't you find actual wives to play the roles or to be casted for the shows? But that's my own opinion. Comment down below what you guys think. Does it really matter for them to be housewives or not? Let me know your thoughts. I am 100% in fix your body. Ooh. I wasn't going to say, but I, from her saying that statement now, I'm definitely sure that she has had some work done, especially on her face. Like, you can just tell when someone has gotten some work done. So I guess she's an advocate for that. Do you, girl? No. Miriam, at this point, don't wear any top. Like, the girls are popping. And when I mean popping, they are popping out of your chest. Like, what is this? Girl. They don't need support. They're supporting themselves. Yikes. I personally feel uncomfortable for Miriam right now. Like, she literally has like a corset on and it is shooting the girls out. Like, she looks uncomfortable. I get that you're trying to, I get that she's trying to look, a certain type of way and everything, but I just feel like when it comes to now the point where you are making yourself this uncomfortable and you're just not comfortable in what you're wearing, like, what's the point? I don't know. I'm very, what's the word? I believe in comfort over everything in terms of your dressing. So I guess different clothes for different people, whatever that saying is, I guess. But she looks very uncomfortable. Like, she looks like she needs to breathe. Okay, so Miriam gives uh Dabota an invite to Laura's 1 year beauty makeup brand, makeup store anniversary, like her store, like 1 year anniversary for it. She gives her an invite. Okay, I'm gonna read what's on the card. Anniversary launch of Laura Micro Twist. So it is Micro Twist. So she sells Micro Twist extensions, and she also does like makeup stuff as well. Nice. Okay, Laura Beauty. Oh, now that I look at Dabota's brand like stuff, like they just showed like some items with her brand on it, like her makeup items. I think I've seen her brand somewhere now that I think about it. So okay, nice, nice. I'm not a makeup girly, so that's why it's very like I don't really know all these brands, especially like the African ones. I should, but like I don't. But I'm pretty sure I've seen Dabota's skincare makeup, one of her makeup items somewhere, or maybe on TikTok or something, or an influencer, a YouTuber using it. Definitely seen that brand now that I think about it.
Come and spend some money. I will try. I may not be able to stay the whole
I
day.
mean, that's fair enough. I know I don't like to go to new spaces. I would prefer to go to places where I actually know the people there. So I get her reason for, not really giving a clear answer to whether she's going to be there or not. But at the same time, this is a freaking show and you're supposed to be introduced to the girls. You're supposed to be introduced to the group. So you kind of have to go, girl.
Of all queens.
Okay. So last season we had a goddess, Amazon goddess, and this season we have the Queen of Queens. Okay, girl.
Elizabeth,
Caroline too, like, let the girls breathe. Like, what is with these ladies and choking up their girls? Like, why? Let them breathe. Let them breathe. And when I mean breathe, like, let them be supported well, not like pressed together and like squeezed. Like, what is this? What is she wearing? Okay, so Caroline is meeting up with one of her friends. This doesn't look like someone that was on the promo um picture for this season, so I'm guessing she's just a friend of Caroline, not necessarily a cast member of the show.
Forget about my relationship with my ex-husband. He is a doting father.
One thing I would say is in Nigeria, especially, I find that we have a lot of deadbeat dads. But one thing I would always respect is, regardless of a man not being the best husband, I have more respect to men who are amazing fathers to their children. That is the one thing that I feel like you should never screw up. As long as you have kids, you have to be an amazing parent to them. And, I'm happy that her ex husband, regardless of the fact that their marriage didn't work, he is still being an amazing father to the children, her children, and all that. So that's really good to hear. And one thing about Caroline, like regardless of, I don't know, the ins and outs of her marriage, it seems like it didn't end in the best terms, but she would always give him props to being an amazing father. So it seems like he at least puts in the effort when it comes to his children, and at the end of the day, that is really what is important. Kids, you can't play with kids. Partner, okay, whatever, it didn't work out, but kids are forever. You made those children, you have to, not necessarily deal with the repercussions, but yeah, you get what I mean.
I reached out to Twain at some point in time because I felt it was necessary to bury the hatchet. What are we really fighting for?
Right.
She was young. We didn't have.
I don't even remember what they were fighting about. What was the issue again? It's so 2021. Like at this point, let's move on. Clean slate for everyone.
Clean slate, clean slate, clean slate.
Yeah, I don't know what they were fighting about, to be honest. But I'm glad that they've moved on.
And I didn't know why. When I saw myself carrying glass, flinging it.
To be fair, Caroline didn't strike first. If I remember, Laura threw the water first, and then all hell broke loose after that conversation. I mean, after that, what's it called, act. So yes, she shouldn't have picked up a glass. By the way, if for anyone wondering what I'm talking about, it is the almost physical altercation that happened in season one between Caroline and Laura, where they were going back and forth, like fighting words. Like those girls were calling each other all sorts of names, swearing for each other on things to happen, all sorts of things to happen to each other, to them. Like it was just a lot of verbal, I don't know, verbal garbage being spewed to each other. Like those were fighting words they were using on themselves for that fight. But um yeah, she should have definitely Caroline definitely should not have carried a glass to fling at her. Even though I understand that in the heat of the moment, she was hot, she was angry and all that, but at the same time, Laura was the first person to even throw something at her. So let's also remember why things were done. I understand that she's trying to take accountability for what she did, and I agree with that because at the end of the day, violence is never the answer or the solution to anything. But there was a certain action that warranted her reaction, is where I'm going with this. And maybe she may not necessarily remember that fact right now when she's talking to her friend.
I would like to set the record straight with Miriam.
Okay.
The last time I spoke with her chatted with her was July 2020. She even wished me happy birthday, like I said. See,
I don't remember. Did she and Miriam have any issues? I don't remember. Like that's how little the whole thing is. The only major beef I know about is Laura and Caroline. Definitely Faith and Iyabo, and Faith. What's her name? Caroline and Iyabo. Even though that one is like that was. I don't again still understand why they were beefing in the first place, but whatever. Tony and Miriam, but Caroline and Miriam, I don't remember what happened with them too. So I don't know. They should just squash it, whatever it is, and I hope they do in this season.
Okay.
Love Miriam, pick up the phone.
Carol is calling me.
But you wished her happy birthdays. What is this? Like we just heard her a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, say that you guys haven't had the conversation that needs to be had, but at least you guys have been wishing each other, sending each other well wishes. So why are you so surprised now that she just reached out? Like you guys have kind of been opening that space for reconciliation for a while now. So her acting like she doesn't know what's going on is actually stupid. But anyways, thank God she picked the call.
Carol, your body necessary.
I'm screaming.
So you didn't miss me. You didn't miss me.
Well, things are clearly not as bad as whatever they were before, because at least they're able to joke. There's no awkward tension when they pick the call. Miriam picks the call, so at least they're on the road to um, reconciliation. That's good.
I have your text. The last time you spoke to me, you called me Oyibo. I said, babe, 2nd of July 2022.
One thing about Caroline, she's gonna have her dates. I remember her screaming
September to October, November to December, January to February.
in season one, and again now she has her dates, ready for Miriam in case Miriam is trying to act, like she acts brand new. Or she doesn't know what Caroline is talking about. She's like, oh, this is this October. Like one thing about Caroline, she's gonna have her dates, and she's gonna have her dates ready for combat, ready to go to war with them. Oh, I think I remember what the beef was. So the beef that they had started in the reunion, if I remember, where somebody told Miriam that Caroline had said something to the fact of, I don't remember specifically what was said now, but something like, don't eat in her house, you know how those people are, or something like that. Alluded to something about like Miriam maybe, I don't know, not doing something to the food. I can't remember what specifically was said, but I think now that they're talking about it, I remember what the beef was kind of about. But it was basically hearsay. It wasn't necessarily anything that Caroline directly did to Miriam. So, like I said, I don't think it's anything that they cannot go past or like walk on type of thing to rebuild their friendship. There we go. Like she uses juju. So basically, Chioma told Miriam that is what Caroline said. Like basically, don't take anything from her. Like she would basically alluding to the fact that Miriam would use her for money. Any Nigerian knows what I mean by that, rituals and everything. So, yeah, I remember that now. Thank you, Real Houses of Lagos producers for that recap or whatever you just showed. Yeah, because I was like, what was the issue with them? Well, yeah, we got a reminder with that. Chioma looked so uncomfortable in this reunion, so that's how I know she lied. Like she looked like she was breathing so heavy. Like, oh my god, like she's in the spotlight. She didn't think that Miriam was gonna bring that up. I don't know how these ladies couldn't tell that Chioma is a pathological liar. Chioma is a pathological liar, and I'm so happy that she's not here in season 3. I am so happy because she was wearing me thin. I was tired of seeing her. I was tired of her fake accents and everything. Like, I'm happy she's not back.
And I'm happy she took her minions with her as well.
What do you mean you didn't think about Caroline? Caroline just said a few. Did I get this wrong? She said a few minutes ago that they were wishing each other happy birthdays. Abi, didn't I hear that clearly? So what do you mean by you never thought about Caroline ever since that happened? You did. So these are the things with Miriam that I don't understand. It's like one person says you're doing one thing and then you see another thing in other one other space just because you want to have a moment or you want to be quick with it and everything. Like, girl, just be authentic. There's no need for you to always be quick to your toes to like say something spicy. Like, just be yourself, girl. Because that doesn't make sense. You say you weren't thinking about her, but then the girl also said you were reaching out saying happy birthday and all that. Why is Miriam having this conversation on speaker when dear them Abi Dabota is there? I keep mixing up these chicks' names, but when Dabota is there, like this, Dabota does not need to hear this conversation. Why couldn't she like have it somewhere else? I don't know. I guess to be fair, Caroline called her in when she was in the midst of Dabota. Dabota, yes, when she was in the midst of Dabota, but I feel like she could have stepped out and had the conversation. Like, Dabota is just looking there, like, what are we talking about? Who is this person you're talking to on the phone and everything? And like, I'm pretty sure she's very uncomfortable by the whole conversation. Oh my god, yeah, because they are bulging out. They may as well say hi and bye to each other at this point. So it's the day of Laura's anniversary party, and I guess she's getting ready. They're setting up things for the event. Oh, her dress is amazing. One thing about Laura, I will give Laura that she's very relatable. She said the dress, yes, is nice, it's beautiful, But to wear it all over all through the day, no, I can't do that. And I agree with her because the corset is corsetting, and yeah, I love a relatable queen. Can you really breathe? I feel like her nipple covers are also showing. That's weird. I don't like that about the dress. Like I feel like they could have done something about that. I don't like. It's like the cut isn't really. It's too low, so it's like her nipple. The nipple cover that she used is kind of too high, and it's showing through the mesh, which is kind of weird. A lot of celebrities here also. I love that. I love that she's showing her authentic self. She could have easily just been this, put herself in through discomfort and everything and worn that uncomfortable dress, but instead she was like, you know what, I can't do this. I'm gonna wear something I know I like to wear and is me, and I really appreciate that. That is very relatable and so real on her part.
Her sister being here, I hope Caroline is not coming here then.
I mean, they didn't say that Caroline got any invite, so I guess Caroline isn't coming here. But that's interesting. I would give it to Laura, like the packaging of her makeup brand and everything, like the items looks really good, looks very high end and everything very expensive. So kudos to her for an amazing, beauty empire. Let's get into it. I loved Laura this season so far. She's like, I know you're into makeup too, so if you want to shade me, I see you, girl. Basically, is what she's saying. I love that. I love that. I love that. Let's get into the business. Let's get right into business. I know that you also we're competitors. Is basically what she's saying. Girls supporting girls, girlhood. Okay. She said she loves her makeup brand also and her makeup items and all that. I love that. Women supporting women. Oh wow, it seems like a few days ago the store burnt down, I think. That's crazy. And the fact that she could pull all this together in a matter of days, because obviously she had already set the date for the launch or the party to be that day. Like the fact that she was able to pull things together and like set something up, something amazing for that matter. Kudos to her for that. I'm really sorry for her loss in terms of like the things that she lost due to the fires incident and all that. That's crazy. Wow. The Butter's house is really amazing. Like I would say that.
Hi, Mariam. Because I know African time. People say 3 and they arrive at 8.
True.
I didn't want to go there waiting for anybody.
For every non-African in the chat, African time mentality is a real thing. Africans will set a party to be starting at 12 and all the Africans will start coming at like 5. Don't ask me. The math isn't mathing even for us, but that is just how it is with African parties. So if you are a non-African and you're ever invited to an African party, any part of Africa, just know that you should get there at least 5 hours after the time that was set on the invite. Don't ask questions, just do that. Trust me.
So I can arrive as queen that I am.
Oh my god, the next time if I hear Queen one more time from this chick's mouth, I'm gonna lose it because first of all you say you're not the drama, you do not like drama, and all of a sudden now you're like, oh you never go to a party early, you always wanna make sure this, that and the third. Girl, please. Just carry your butt and go to the party. For goodness sake. You have no choice. You have to go. They're gonna introduce you to girls through the party, so you don't really have a choice. Oh.
Not too far off. I'll see you soon.
So it seems like she has another party to attend of one of her close friends instead. Okay, I get that. But again, at the same time, you're filming a show with a group of ladies and you were not part of the group for the past 2 seasons, so you have to be introduced somehow into the group, and this party seemed like the best way to introduce you into the group, so it's not that hard. I'm sure your friend would understand. Work is calling.
See you soon.
And I just feel like her attitude regarding this whole party thing is kind of unwarranted. Like, no one is forcing you to go, really. You signed up for this show willingly. So, I don't know. I just feel like her attitude is kind of stank, and I don't really understand why.
Excited to see the air and a store. I've not been here in a year, so I'm happy to.
Why haven't you been here in a year? You guys are supposed to be friends. I hope these ladies actually. I hope these ladies actually meet and converse or like whatever actual friends outside of this show. To be honest, because what does she mean by she has not been to Laura Beauty in a year? You guys are supposed to be friends.
Where are you from? I'm from Lagos State. Lagos State, okay. I thought you're my sister because I'm from Washington State. So. No. It's different. We're the bougie ones.
I'm screaming. What the bougie ones is crazy. Miriam is something else. She's a menace. Where the bougie ones is actually crazy.
I'm very cool. I'm very chilled. I'm an introvert. But
Please. Everybody be claiming introvert status when it's convenient.
I like her. She seems quiet, but she's feisty.
Yeah, I feel like Diadem is trying to portray herself as this. Oh, I don't get into drama. Like, I just mind my business type of persona. But I feel like deep down there, there's some spiciness and feistiness, as Miriam said in her, and we would definitely, most likely, see it as the season unfolds. I mean, there was a reason why she was casted. So, oh, they have a lot of things in common, Miriam and Diadem.
It wasn't just working. How long was this? 6 years ago. With your father's daughter? Yeah, even after 2 years, we tried to reconcile, but it wasn't working. Was it you?
Miriam will ask the right questions. Come on, Miriam. Let's give Miriam her flowers. Like, one thing about Miriam, she's gonna ask the questions. You're not flying under the radar with Miriam. She's going to ask those questions. She's gonna make you work for that check that you're getting from Real Housewives of Lagos. Okay, let me shut up now.
2 months ago, my baby's dad reached out to us, after a while. Like,
Who is her baby daddy?
sorry for everything I've done. And he came back, he said it.
Real Housewives of Lagos producers, don't you have better mics? Why are we hearing screaming and yelling of the what's it called? The people in the party when these ladies are talking. Like, I don't see this happening in the other franchises. Like, they have a way, I don't know if they mute other people's mics in order to let us hear this and increase the people having conversations, their own mics, so we can hear them clearly. But the noise that is being picked up from the background while they are having a conversation is a bit distracting. So do better in that. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to what they're saying, and I'm literally hearing people yelling and screaming in the background.
What I feel towards Caroline cannot be expressed until I actually meet her. I haven't met
You
Caroline.
people will meet. Don't worry. She's in the cast.
In other words, what I say, she can. No, she's not here. Fantastic.
Because her sister is here, so she can't be here. The other is so confused. Like, what are you ladies talking about? Who is Caroline? So they are giving us a recap of their fallout, the last argument they had. Bro, I didn't even realize how bad the things they said in that argument were. You will die an untimely death is insane. Those are fighting words. Like, all gloves are off at that point. So I don't know what Laura is talking about. You said things like that. The lady reacted. No, you said things like that. You threw water on her, and then the lady reacted, and now you're confused and saying she drew a line. Yes, she did, but like, um, I don't know. Something happened for that to happen. You would die an untimely death is actually insane. Those are fighting words. I can't believe I didn't hear that time when it happened. See, she threw the bottle. Like I said, I remember that part. And then Caroline throws the glass. Right. That's what happened. Both of them were wrong. My verdict regarding this whole situation, both of them were wrong. Both of them need to apologize and both of them need to move on. Like, let's stop dragging this. This happened like 3 years ago. Let's move on. Let them have this conversation and let them move on.
Caroline wasn't nasty to me until she said what she said.
You both said equally damaging and derogatory things to each other. So I feel like her being selective with what was being said is like you both said horrible things to each other. Let's be honest. Yes, she called you all sorts of names, alluded to you being a whatever, but You also said some really crazy things to her too. So let's call it anything at the end of the day.
I'm married to a typical Igbo man. There are things that are abomination in my culture.
And there are
Do you
things
understand? You
probably
can tell me that
abomination
I'm
in her
bad. I bet
culture.
I understand that what Caroline said about Laura, do you understand, was damaging,
I
especially
agree,
about
yes,
the
but
way
you
some
also
of
said some
Laura's
horrible things too.
behavior.
That's just
I don't know
my
if
thought.
our
But I
family
just feel like they
our
both,
you know
like I said,
us being
they
married
both
off
need
and
to
everything and
apologize.
stuff. A hope is that Caroline would apologize to me.
And
Just
you
give me like
apologize to
5
her.
seconds
Come
now.
on,
I'm still
girl.
on stage.
Not just you her giving you an apology. You also have to apologize. You both said crazy things to each other. I don't like how she's making it one sided and like we're picking and choosing what we are upset about and like what the other person said. Like you both did horrible things to each other, said horrible things to each other, and you both need to apologize. That's my stance on it. Comment down below what you guys think. The butter finally arrives, so thank God. 16 hours later. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I don't know. This Dabota chick is rubbing me the wrong way. I just feel like she's doing too much for like her first scenes. Calm down. It's like Diadem and Dabota know each other. Diola Dabota, Diola Diabota. I'm screaming.
Seeing her, those good vibes. Laura welcomes me with a very, very nice, chummy vibe. So I'm thinking, okay.
What did you expect? She's the host. She's gonna welcome you with open arms and be warm to you. What is wrong with this Diadem chick, I beg? Like, sorry, not Diadem, Dabota chick. Like, what is going on? Have people not been nice to you in the past when you went to events? She's weird. Like, what's going on, please? What's going on?
I like the positivity.
Yes, there's a lot of positivity on both sides.
Number one, I did not even know they know each other.
Right.
Number two, I see a freak and frat moment here.
Please, Miriam, please. See, that's how you know that Miriam has studied the Real Housewives space. Because freak and frack, for anyone that watches Real Housewives, you know where that term stems from. And yeah, you were a fan, Miriam, before you got on this show. And it also explains your behaviors and how you try to make a moment in every scene or say the most outlandish things in every scene just to make drama. We now know where it comes from. You are definitely a fan. Definitely a fan of the other housewife shows.
Both and I will be at the same spot, the same chair, will not speak to each other.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. I've not spoken to her. Tension.
It's giving Laura and Chioma from season one because I remember when the ladies met for the first time in season one. I believe Chioma and Laura kind of had like a weird uh what's it called, interaction, where it's like one person is saying this person is my friend, the other person is claiming this person is just a client, and it's like, can you guys just say what you guys really are? What is all this? Are you friends or are you clients or are you acquaintances? What is it? Are you social friends? What is it? So it's really giving that between Laura and Dabota. But to be honest, I can see the weird energy coming more from Dabota because so far she's just had this like weird energy since the beginning of this episode, and I'm like, okay, okay, girl, like kind of standoffish.
There's history with a blog her sister
Oh
runs.
my god.
But
At this point, Laura, your demise on this show is going to be because of your sister because it seems like everybody that comes into this show has beef with your sister or has some sort of feeling about something that your sister blogged about them. So clearly, Dabota has some unresolved issues or whatever with Linda Ikeji, who is Laura's sister, and it's just giving Caroline and Laura 2.0. I can already see how this storyline is going to play out, and hopefully, they are able to resolve whatever the issue is. We'll probably get they'll probably shed some light more into what the whole situation regarding, Dabota's what's it called, reservations about Laura or the cages, and would see what that is about. But till then, Laura, your sister be causing mess for you in these shows. Like she really be the root cause of your issues with a lot of the ladies on this cast, and that's unfortunate for you because you seem like a sweet girl.
Do with Laura. I don't want to transfer aggression, and this was so many years ago. I'm
But
totally
clearly,
over
it's still
it.
bothering
I'm
you,
looking
so you
forward
may
to
as well
knowing
address
Laura
it.
as
Oh. So it seems like Faith was supposed to come for this event also, but it seems like Faith is pulling a no-show. That's interesting. Did she and Laura fall out also that we're not aware of? Interesting.
Why is she not here?
Hmm.
Which,
But a conversation definitely needs to be had between
I'm
Laura
not a
and
judgmental
Caroline,
person.
for sure.
I love people to come as they are. No matter how bad, no matter how good, just come as you are.
You're not judgmental, but you're definitely giving judgmental vibes so far. So, I don't know. Am I being too hard on Dabota? Let me know. I can turn it down. But I just feel like she's giving off a weird energy that I'm not really a fan of. Was was Miriam trying to be messy there?
So I'm buying 2 bundles of Laura's hair. She tells me the price in dollars, and I'm like, sounds reasonable. But when you change it to naira, it's like, okay.
How much does it cost? I have to go on the website now and check. But I'm pretty sure they will be very, very expensive. It's probably human hair and everything. But I would love to know. If you know what the price range of Laura's hair extensions are, please let me know in the comment section.
So 425,000 naira for 2 bundles of human pinky hair.
$425. Sorry, 425,000 naira. What is that? To US dollars for 2 bundles. $267. Mm, that's not bad in dollar rates, but in Nigerian rates, I don't know. Someone should let me know about that. If that is overpriced. I guess it is because of the inflation, but let me know. I guess it is. I guess it is. But in the dollar conversion, if it's human hair, I'm pretty sure I've seen human hair around that same range. I don't wear human hair, so again, I don't know if it is overly priced. Like if $262 is overly priced for 2 bundles of hair, let me know in the comment section as well. I'm not too versed in that.
The products are clean minimalist products.
Okay.
They cater to sensitive and acne prone skin.
I would definitely give Dabota her flowers. Like the way she just explained her brand and everything, that was very like good and everything. Like it seems like she has some really amazing products as well. And especially catered to women with people with sensitive skin, acne prone skin, and all of that. I love that inclusivity with her brand because I feel like a lot of these big brands don't even care about people with sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin, so I can definitely relate to that. So I love that her brand is, focused on people like me, like people that struggle with different types of skin issues, like sensitive skin issues and all that, and acne's and all that. So I'll give her flowers for that. I'll give all the ladies their flowers. They're doing amazing in their industries. I know that um Watani Miriam is in the marketing industry, and it seems like she's a big name also in West Africa. Caroline is in the film and just all round entertainment industry, and also the infrastructure industry, like buildings and all those type of things, construction industry, and she's doing really good there as well. And the other ladies are in the fashion industry, have huge fashion empires and all that, the makeup, beauty, empires, which is amazing. So kudos to all the ladies that have been casted for this show so far. They're really making waves in the different industries that they're in.
Yeah, but we have everything here. Everything. Everything. Miss,
What's going on here? Like, are they
three
competing?
makeup brands.
Right.
Three makeup entrepreneurs.
In the room, in the flesh.
I will sit down and watch it.
Tensions would be brewing. Now, for real, I hope they can support each other though and encourage each other, in their different brands. There's no need to fight over whose brand is the best. Like, let's all share this space accordingly. There's room for everybody, and I hope that's the kind of vibe that they're all on, all three ladies. So, yeah. I just realized we didn't even get to see Sophia Momodu in this episode because we're already at the end. So, hopefully, we get introduced to her next episode, and I wonder who is bringing her into the group. But maybe they'll say something about that in the preview for the next episode.
I'll give this event a good 7/10.
I'm
That's
screaming.
almost 100%, right?
No, it's not. Do
Still
your
at
math
least
correctly. What?
I would disagree with you. And you're still single.
Miriam has struck again. And you're still single is crazy. Miriam! Damn. Like, that was the preview for the next episode. Obviously, there's going to be some tension between Miriam and Dabota. Like, looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Overall, this was a really cheeky, nice episode. It was an introductory episode, obviously. First episode usually is like that. I'm glad we got introduced to 2 out of 3 of the new ladies. We haven't seen Sophia Momodi yet, so I'm hoping that she is introduced in the next episode. But I'm definitely looking forward to reviewing this show this season, Real Housewives of Lagos season 3. Comment down below what you guys thought about this episode as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the platform. I hope, fingers crossed, I am able to review this show till the very end. So I feel like in order for that to happen, you guys really, really need to support me. And the way you guys support me is obviously by liking, subscribing, and sharing the video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit long, but again, this is a different way I am trying to do my reviews. Let me know if you like this method of reviewing and all that. I would appreciate your feedback. And yeah, let's see how we grow together in 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.